Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome to another FIFA 21 Ultimate Team video. And you know when you wake up and your head's maybe a little bit heavy or your eyes are blurry? Well, that's not me, because I'm about to show you two of the best RTG teams you're ever likely to see. Well, maybe that's not true, but they are very, very good. And there is method behind the madness. Before you guys say, Fuji, the game isn't even out yet and you're looking to play players out of position. Yeah, I've done that. But I've got a Team A, Team B. One of them is in a 4-1-2-1-2. The other is in a 4-2-3-1. And trust me, some of these players are pretty damn OP for good value, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be too expensive. But anyway, what are you doing? If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, because we are 5 days away before I get my hands on the game and before I start the RTG. So hit that subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the content, drop a like. Okay, so we're going to be building Team A, and I don't know which one that is. So, well, this is going to be the one in the 4-1-4-1 formation. So in goal, I did say in yesterday's video that you want to be dropping in a little bit of quality. Now, you can't go wrong with this man here, Asensio. Decent height, being 6'2". He's got some good enough stats, like 80 in pretty much every single category. Apart from, well, he's not going to have 80 speed. Hold on, who was the fastest goalkeeper ever? Was it like 72? Which is pretty mental. Does it really make much of a difference in game? Not sure, because keepers are always quite poor. But 77 kicking, I never kick the ball anyway. I usually just throw it out to my wingers and then play balls down the line. But each to their own. If you want someone that can kick the ball, maybe change this out. All it needs is one strong link and you're done. Now, this is the team that I'm playing players out of position, but trust me, listen to this, okay? So, this guy here I've tried. No, he's not even out of position. Montiel. Is that how you say his name? Montiel? Yeah, it looks right. This right back, 86 pace, 81 physical, which is a very nice stat to have. With the defensive awareness and being able to get in a few tackles at the start of the game, he is going to be cheap and he's going to be good. Well, that's my prediction anyway. So he's not the one being played out of position though. He needs that partner who's going to be played on the opposite side, and there is good reason. Okay, so now I've got is it Cascal? Okay, well that's because I spelled it wrong. Cascal here, 88 pace, 81 dribbling, which is awesome. Another fullback with 81 physical, which is pretty strong, and then you've got balanced defending on the pair. So obviously what I'm going to be doing, I'll show you how I set out the team once I've completed it. But he's going to be going left back, and then this man is going to be playing in this natural right back position. So I've got really two fullbacks with awesome pace for cheap. So I don't need to worry about how many coins they're going to cost me. Now in the centre back position, I remember using this guy at the start. Wow, my spelling today. I remember using this guy at the start of the RTG on FIFA 20. And he wasn't really all that. I think that what happened was a lot of people started brushing past him and he didn't feel as secure. Maybe some of you liked him, fair enough. But then when I switched over to Kanate and all of those players from the Bundesliga, I couldn't really go back to this guy. But he was very, very useful to get chemistry into Lodi. Have I used Lodi? No, because I've already got too many fullbacks. But Hermoso, I mean, good stats. Maybe he will play a lot better on FIFA 21. Good dribbling, good passing. We like that. In the left back position, this is where it gets interesting. If you're going to be bringing in a defender with 80 plus pace with good defensive stats, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. That's why Fuji is going to be played as our centre back. 83 pace, 80 defending, 83 physical, 76 dribbling, so he's got the composure, and 76 passing on a defender is very, very nice. So that's basically a cheap Sergio Ramos. So you get what I mean? So now we've got Fuji, Hermoso as the two centre-backs, solid, good pace, good defending, and then really, really nice full-backs here. So then we're going to be moving over to the right mid position, and we continue playing players out of position, okay? So now we've got is it Hatterbor? Is it Hatterbor? Yo, is he not even on here? Oh, sorry, again, Hatterbor. So this guy, you look at him being played as a right mid or as a right winger, no thank you. Well, maybe right mid if you're playing like a 3-5-2, whatever. But this guy here is going to be played as this is the 4-1-2-1-2 team, but starting in a 4-4-1-1. This guy is going to be played as a right centre mid. Once again, what do I look for in players when I'm building an RTG side or just in general an overpowered team? Pace. Even more pace, decent defensive stats, and just a bit of a balance to the card. Now, that guy looks unbelievable for cheap. He's going to be cheap. We know he's going to be cheap. So in the centre mid position, we're going to be going for Correa. I think that looking at his stats, like with the speed, dribbling, and okay passing and shooting, that's going to be fine to get you up and running on the game. Have him as your middle cam or as your striker. Actually, do you know what? He could play as the striker. So we're playing off of him because I'll tell you who I'm going to be using as the cam in this team. And that is the one and only Bernadeschi. Now, I'm really looking forward to trying this card because it's been a position change. He's got that starter overpowered stat, which is just everything about the card. And he's a cam. Well, I already mentioned that. And he's Italian. And he's got 5-star skills. So he's going to be really, really fun to use. So you can already paint the picture as to what I'm going to be doing here. And then in the left centre mid position that we'll be playing left centre mid in game. And it is Barella. High work rates, really good stamina. And we're going to be playing... Well, actually, you could be playing this in a 4-1-2-1-2 or maybe a 4-3-1-2. Because mainly the midfielders that I've personally used are all like centre mids. Then there isn't really an out-and-out CDM. Maybe he could get away with you being played in that position. I'm not sure. And then you take a look at this guy here, Guzans. Once again, right? Look at these players. This man, seriously, he is the cheap baby version of Schweinsteiger. Pace, okay defending, and decent physicals. Where do you want to play him? You don't want to play him as a left mid. You want to play him as a centre mid. His defending, right? Before you question it like Fuji, I don't think 77 defending is good enough in a centre mid position. Come on. I've compared these guys with some actual centre mids, and they have better stats. There's just a nice balance, like 72, 73 minimum in every single category. It's going to be fine to get you guys up and running. And guess what they've got? Mad elite pace. And that's what wins you games. Or what's what wins me games. So 83 pace, 78 pace, and 83 pace, all in the midfield, up and down the pitch. Great stamina as well on these cards. I think the pair of these have 86, and then Barella's going to have probably 90 odd. So that's insane. And then to finish off the team, you could literally go for whoever you would like. That's not true because I need chemistry. So we're going to be going for the one and only Muriel. So you tell me one thing right now that is bad about this squad. I don't think you can. It's got really nice balance. Correa, Muriel up top. You've got Bernadeschi as that middle cam. And you've got 3 really meta OP centre mids with a good defense. Now that's going to be cheap. And I'm really proud of that one. That's got like my little touch on it as well with some players that are going to be position changed. And you've got a great balance. That's my squad. Before we switch, I just want to show you what this team will look like on paper in game. Because I know that some people like skip through videos and then they will ask the question even though I've already answered it in the video. So just so for those of you guys that do skip, this is what it looks like. I'm not playing that team in a 4-4-1-1. And I know some of you will still say that in the comment section. I know what you're like. But that team right there is pretty damn good. Anyway, team 2. So with this next team, it is technically still under construction. Like it's a full squad, but I'll explain why I've said that as we go through. So if you want to give me some advice as to how I can make this one better, that'd be awesome. So anyway, let's continue and start with the GOAT. The absolute GOAT. Goalkeeper, Gianluigi Buffon, he's still going, what, 42, 43 years old? Insane. To have an 82 rated card still, well, no, I think he's been downgraded, but 82 is still very, very high for his age. 91 positioning, and that's one of the reasons why I dropped him into this build, because that is a key stat that I feel like could make him really good at the start of the game, or just in general, like a good goalkeeper, right? So he's been dropped in there. In the right back position, we're going to be going for Bruno Perez. And I'm a little bit worried about his price. Now, I don't think he's going to be the best option to use. But that 88 pace stat and balanced defending, physical, and dribbling, he might be like 2,000, 3,000 coins. But one thing I try and do with my squads is have like interchangeable positions. So you can switch out cards that you might not like the look of. Or maybe you won't be able to afford. I don't know your situation or if you're going to be spending money on the game. But this team is going to be fairly cheap. Well, cheapish. Bruno Perez, you can switch him out for Florenzi. I'm about to show you the chemistry that you can get. You can use any right back from the Serie A. I was going to suggest like Hakimi, but not only is he going to be expensive, he's a right mid because they play 3 at the back formation. So ignore that. But Perez, fair enough. We're going to be dropping him in there. Then alongside him, I have mentioned Romagnoli quite a few times now when building like potential overpowered sides or just speaking about players that are going to be good at the start. And with his defending, 85 defending stat is huge. And his pace isn't bad, his dribbling is there, and his physical is fine. And he gets chemistry to pretty much everybody, so that's awesome. Then alongside him, we've got the tank. Now, Upamecano, he's going to be a beast. And I remember his future star card when he had like really bad defensive awareness, but like 99 interceptions on FIFA, where it would have been 2019, maybe 18 or 19. No, I think it was 19. Did I have Team of the Year Mbappe back then? I know it was the year with Mbappe because I had Van Aanholt, Virgil, Upamecano, and then the right back was Danny Da Costa, something like that. That was a sick defense. And Van der Sar in goal. But this guy is going to be a little bit expensive, but my God, is he going to be good. And then you've got pace alongside like the tactician. So you got a bit of a balance there. That's awesome. In the right back position, we're going to be going for... oh, have I spelled it wrong? Oh, yeah, R-O-U. Roussillon. And what I'm looking for in this team is having 2 fullbacks that are not identical, but share similar stats. And then I look at pace, and you're not really going to be caught out with this team, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because I've made sure that I've protected the middle areas of the pitch. And when people ask me, Fuji, what would you rather have? Like, where would you start? Would you start with the attack, the midfield, the defense? And it always gets asked. I personally would rather, well, maybe build out from the midfield out. So as long as you've got strength in that CDM area, you're going to be good. And this guy, right, Lima, oh my God. Look at this card, okay? 80 defending, he's got balanced stats there, but the 85 pace is so meta. He's got medium to high work rates, and he links to a lot of those really nice cards. So he's going to be like a go-to for me. Maybe a very, very good player to trade with. So I love the look of him. Now in the right defensive midfield position, we're going to be using Umbrella again. Just because I think that he's going to offer a lot for my style and what I want from a defender. He can push on with his, well, somewhat pace. Like 78 is still a good stat to have. The dribbling, he's like small, so he's going to have that low center of gravity, be able to spin on the spot, technical dribbling, but also have that aggression, the strength to push on and just power people down. Well, I hope that they've got his stats right, or he feels good in game. And then in the cam position, we're going for Bernardeschi again. So it's more of like a hybrid with the first team that I showed you, and then added with some extra cards. But Bernardeschi, I think it's going to be awesome. I really, really do. Now, in the right wing position, we're going to switch up the leagues now, and we're going to go for Carrillo. I really like the look of... where is he? I really like the look of D. Okay. Anyway, so this guy is called Carrillo, and his card, I think, is very, very nice for how cheap he will be. Like 87 pace, 82 dribbling, 74 shot, and 77 passing. Like, that card looks really, really good. And not only that, is that he gets chemistry into one of those players that is just going to be so reliable at the start of the game. And it is a Giovinco. You can't really go wrong with this guy. So looking at his stats, they've given him really nice dribbling, which was expected. His shooting is going to be good. And then his pace, 80. It's not elite level, but it's going to be good enough because of the pace that you're going to have around him. So you could play this in like a 4-1-2-1-2, having Bernardeschi and also Giovinco up top. You could play this into 4-2-3-1, which is what my intention was when I was building this side. Now, one of the reasons why I say it is a work in progress is because of, well, one player being off chemistry, which is Bailey. But I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. It's very, very hard to get this guy, Lima, into the team without restricting a few things. Now, my first build was to try and get Guzens, the guy from the Serie A, and also Lima as my two CDMs. and then that's playing players out of position. But with Bailey, we could then switch him out. We could switch Giovinco out. We could switch D out. We could switch these guys out and then rebuild the attack somehow. But I really personally like the look of that because it has pace on the wings, like really good pace on the wings. And that's what you want. When you're building that 4-2-3-1 or you're building a 4-3-3, you don't really want a player that has like 82, 83. You want to be able to like actually counter-attack people and just jet down the line. And that's what FIFA 21 is. So yeah, I think that's going to be important. I would say the weakest point with this team, oh, well, I'll show you what it's going to look like. I'd say the weakest point with this team is, where's 4-2-3-1? Is the central areas, because you've got Bernadeschi that hasn't got like elite level pace, but he's not slow. And then Giovinco is the same. So sometimes having the cam with like 85 pace plus, you've got a bit more options, so you can have him overlapping your striker and just be a bit more efficient with your attacks. So anyway, we're gonna have it like this in game, something like that, which I personally think is gonna be really, really strong at the start. But which team do you prefer? Do you like the first one, or do you like the second one? And I'm just gonna continue brainstorming and try and build that final RTG squad. But I really, really like what these players are providing for a decent amount. I don't think it's going to be too expensive to build a side like that just to play some games in Rivals. And then our weekly squad is obviously going to be inside of the RTG because I have no idea right now. Well, no, that's a lie. I do have a good idea, but I'm going to need loads of coins because the weekly side is going to be about 150. So we have to trade up to like at least 200,000 because I don't want to leave myself with nothing. I want to have coins to be able to trade with. But anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed today's video and it maybe sparks some inspiration for you guys to go and build your teams. But yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.